devices off of my network once a month, so it has to re-verify and stuff. And apparently I never got the laptop fixed. Whoops. Yeah, I was looking into reading books and stuff on stream. And there's weird laws in place for that. It's actually easier for you to sing a cover song than it is for you to read a book and make it similar to an audiobook. I could technically do it, but the VOD for that stream would have to not include my voice track, which is a little weird. Like, I would have to have it to where it just puts out a silent video of just me flapping my mouth for like 4 hours. And while I'm not 100% against that, the rules for reading a book are so much worse than just wholesale absconding with, I don't know. They're really tight because like that's what I want to do. It's kind of, yeah, it's the copyright for creating an audiobook is tighter than music or movies for whatever reason. And it's only audiobook. Like, as far as books go, you can pretty much wholesale steal a book, change the names and stuff in it, and repost it, and that's fine. But how dare you read to people? And it's fine if it's a live performance, as long as that performance isn't recorded and then not over the internet. Like, it's so weird and backwards. Like, I looked into it a few times, and like the more I dug, the more I'm like, this is really archaic. Why has this not been fixed yet? You know, it was one of those, like, we're doing it because cameras steal people's souls by taking a picture of their face. Like, yeah. So, and it's one of those, like, you know, as long as you're not reading a popular book, people might not ever notice, right? But I read a lot. Like, that's mostly what I do off stream is read. If I'm not taking care of kids, or in a stream, I'm reading. To the point of I read thousands of chapters a year. Like, it only takes me like 3 or 4 days to read a 1,000-page book, and that's still with streaming and doing everything else. So now, obviously, reading out loud is way more intensive. Oh, so this build, the reason why I was like, screw it, we're gonna play Path of Exile, is outside of a handful of bosses with this build, all I do is put the fire down, and then I just make sure I don't die. I just roll around. I don't need to focus. I don't need brain thoughts. I just throw fire, me go back about day. Like, and then they do this, and they just, the ring of fire augments the Molotov cocktails the guys in the back are throwing. And then the ring of fire also summons 5 fire bolts that attack as well. Adds. I'm still just gonna let this run. I'm not too concerned about pausing some Path of Exile low-level grinding. I'm not doing any maps or anything today. We're just kind of existing and having a day of it. The holidays went well though. Got some praline cookies that those ones that are like hazelnut and they come in a metal can. It's like one of my favorite sweets of all time, and they're not that sweet either. I think it's probably one of the reasons why I like them. I'm also a person that likes those wafer cookies. The ones that are like strawberry or chocolate or whatever. There we go. Whoop. Wasn't paying attention. Welcome back.
My satchel is full.
Oops. Apparently I went to bed and didn't actually do my inventory management. Yeah. Over the holidays, I got one of my favorite things. Ooh, actually I got a couple of things. I need to post the one at some point. I have a desk companion now. The little plush Bulbasaur. And then I have a 2-foot tall Gengar, but he can't sit on my desk because he's too big. Funny thing is I don't think I've played a Pokemon game in like 10 years or more. It's kind of silly. I've kind of moved past liking Pokemon as a whole.
The wisdom.
How can I advise?
You know, at this point, I might be able to start running with a stack of wisdom scrolls and just not picking stuff up anymore. It probably would not be terrible, actually, to do that.
Do whatever it takes.
Because as of right now, most of the stuff I have either gets... Didn't I have a yellow? Did I already take care of that? Might have, actually. Outside of stuff for the salvage bench, I don't really need things right now. But yeah, the praline cookies, I'm so out of it. You'll just have to bear with me, I'm sorry. The praline cookies, the ones that are like hazelnut, they kind of look like straws. I love those so much. Like, they are so fantastic to me. One of the books I wanted to read is one of my favorite light novels of all time. I'm bouncing around topics so bad. Is Supreme Magus. It's got like 4,000 chapters or something. But the unfortunate thing is, three containers are great too. What's 3 containers? Am I being a dingus? Like, I feel like I should know it, but like my brain just says never mind.
Feel my wrath!
So funny. This whole build is just serious, weird. I am sorry. Would you like me to change the music? I can make it something a little bit more upbeat if you, or if you have any suggestions. I'm perfectly fine with listening to new music. I can't do anything about my voice. You'll just have to deal with that part. It's so funny because you're not the only one that says they fall asleep by listening to my voice. And it's so hard for me not to take that negatively, you know. I think I'm a very a boring, dry person. I matured very early on in some aspects, and then other aspects I never did. I mean, you've seen how I act in Wampus's stream. I'm not as family friendly in Thayer's and Mia's streams, but like, still act very childish. Ooh. You know, that's one thing I've wanted to do, but I am so morbidly afraid of like flying that I've just always put off getting a passport. If I don't have a passport, then I don't have to fly anyway. I know that's not quite how that works, but if you think it hard enough, it is how it works. You know what I need to... Oh, I know why we don't use that on this class. Headgear is another place for us to get rarity, and get rarity and spirit is through headgear. That's why we don't use part of my voice is cultivated. We've been over that before, but I've started trying to take on this measured tone. Not as much as like purposely changing my voice, but I don't know, establish a radio presence or whatever, right? I don't know the names for any of this stuff, so I think having something slightly more consistent would help with my code switching. I'm really bad for accidentally taking on the accents of other people, forgetting what my own voice sounds like. But then in my head, I'm like, everybody falls asleep to my voice because I'm just so boring, you know? And like, I hear what y'all say, you know, because I'm you know, it's soothing or whatever. But it's really hard not to just be like, nope. Brainworms say y'all are raw. This build is so cozy though. It really is just turn your brain off, I swear. One button. Like what I would, I know it'll self-defeatist. I know we're never going to get somewhere that can properly physically support, right? The amount of time and energy that goes into properly growing a channel, I just physically cannot do. And once I start getting more healthy, I have all those workouts and stuff. Have physical therapy starting in like 2 days. Once that starts, all my extra energy that I would go to making shorts and stuff is going to become working out and trying to get more physically healthy. I'm not going to have time for spoons. I don't know if you've ever heard the spoon theory or whatever. Spoon theory or spoon, I don't think it's theory, but like the spoons thing for chronically ill people is a way to explain simple terms to someone about not having enough energy to get stuff done, right? And the problem is most chronically fatigued stuff all takes the same amount of spoons. Answering an email, I hate fighting this guy. Answering an email is the same amount of spoons as going to the gym. So like sometimes you'll wake up in a day and only have enough energy for so many tasks. And then you have to figure out which tasks are the most important to you on that day that you're going to spend your spoons on, right? And 9 times out of 10, whatever you're trying to spend those spoons on isn't typically worth it. Loading the dishwasher is like really, really exhausting. I'm hoping once I start working out more, I've got a new doctor as well that's going to help me with my thyroid levels. I think that's part of my problem. I'm missing half the thyroid. Right? And there's a lot of important stuff that's controlled by that. So not having a thyroid could very easily be, could very easily be screwing up a lot of my health stuff. I mean, to start with, they thought it was something else. Like they told me I had fibro for the longest time, a bunch of other things that turned out to not be true because it was my thyroid acting up because I had always had hyperthyroidism, yada yada, right? So, where am I putting it? I think I'm working over here. Yeah, I'm working over here. So these are just gonna go right down the middle here. We're aiming for this one first, Gravedigger. Makes our minions respawn even faster. And we have one on this end that's the same thing. So together it's like 35% time between each time they die and pop back up. So that's big one. The other one being like movement speed, cast speed, that type of stuff. We're not grabbing everything down here. We're just grabbing the major ones. But that's, you know, levels and levels from now. So I keep doing that. I keep trying to pull up a map and like there's not a map. It's not how this game works. Did I ever tell you about trying to write a book and not being able to focus on enough to actually do it? It's another brainworm problem, but like I have dysgraphia. Basically, I struggle to write. I struggle to write with a pen at all. And it's one of the reasons why I struggle a little bit to do art and can't bring myself yet to do it on stream. Like I have to be like properly motivated for it. You know, the unfortunate thing is I can't do anything with this place yet. This is not one of the ones I can pop into, touch the marker and leave. So we're just going to turn around and leave right now. And we'll come back to this in a minute. We at least have it uncovered on the overhead map, so that's a start. And if we have to, we'll come back and do the infested barrens, but I need, this really is like a super cozy time today. I hope that's all right. This was kind of just, my plan was to actually just not stream at all. And to work on the art, and then I convinced myself I felt good enough to do the art on stream until I got everything booted up, and then I'm like, actually, I don't have the everything to do art on stream today. Part of it is, it's a lot of like head turning and stuff. I use 2 monitors, and like I put a lot of my visual aids on the right monitor. Which actually saw Apri today. She had her reference pieces in the actual app itself, which I need to figure out how to do, because that would help. Putting the reference material on the main monitor instead of on the side monitor would actually probably alleviate a lot of the issues I'm having. I get slightly dizzy from looking back and forth while I'm working on stuff. Oh, the book I was talking about. God, I wandered off again. It was, I have a few, one I want to do like a short story of, but I have dysgraphia, dyslexia, and kind of just language problems in general. For the most part, I could speak all right, but I don't know if you've ever seen me type in chat. It's an atrocious mess. Part of it is fighting autocorrect, which I do a lot. And then Ooh. Not this song. Anything but this song. Oh my god, no. Okay. I'm gonna try my best not to go to sleep. This is one of my like coziest songs. I boot up Final Fantasy 14 and then like immediately fall asleep. I've done that so many times. I've been like on the character select screen and then never made it into the game because this music was playing. Oh, the book thing. So there's a few books I have. Ooh, I got another skill point at some point. Oh, I just never put it in. Oh, no. It is a new one. Am I going through here, though? I don't think so, right? Yeah, that's extra chaos damage and stuff. And we don't have a chaos ascendancy yet. Can't remember. I think it's this way. And that's the reason why we picked this one up. I think it's bat. Then we come and do these. And we skip these two. Okay. Buh. The one book is had like a random dream when I was like 17. And I don't know whether to make a short story out of it or a long story out of it. I feel like I could turn it into a long story, but I only have like a proof of concept or something I want to do. Right? Which, you know, pirate software, right? Go create things. Doesn't matter what it is. Go make stuff. The concept for it, because of the time frame, is post-apocalyptic. But post-apocalyptic in kind of a silly way. It's the reason why I like the Frostpunk games. I hate cold, so I don't know why this was something that I want to create, but basically, second Ice Age type of deal, but there's something different about it. I haven't figured out how to do the motivator for that yet, whether it be a mutation or radiation, like some sort of alternate Fallout time frame where like radiation's causing like mutations and stuff, but the basic concept is I want it to be wake up into the apocalypse. The dude goes to sleep, regular mildly snowy night, wakes up the next morning to being like, you know, 300-400 feet below the snow. And I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, because obviously that much snow is going to crush pretty much anything underneath. But I want it to be different than that. I haven't quite come up with... The only thing I can think is magic, right? Like magic's the MacGuffin for a lot of stuff, because you don't have to... It's also the kind of the lazy man's tool. You don't have to think about it. Just why does it work? Magic's why it works. I would like to see... like animals and stuff that still exist, but like are modified to survive winter temperatures. Like deer that live by just plowing their way through the ice or whatever. Making tunnels under the snow and everybody just living and farming and whatever. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a big... I mean, at one point it'll have to be probably, but it doesn't even have to be like a big major bad guy or major thing. The fighting the elements is the antagonist of the story type of deal. You know, I should probably at least check my inventory before I leave. Oh, actually, we've done pretty well, and most of this we can't pick up. I don't want to go too far because I do want this recurve bow. I do. Oh, that's going to overwrite too. Oh well. Oh well. Great, let's go back. Oh, I've already done it. The other one is actually based off a writing prompt I saw on Reddit. That concept was like space orcs. Oh, it was such a good writing prompt that it's actually turned into its own subreddit called Space Orc. And it's basically, if you think about the abilities of humans compared to a lot of other races, we basically are space orcs. If we ever go out into space, we'll be the weird species because of being able to live without organs, being able to transplant one organ into another thing, like them calling Earth a death world because there's so many things here that can kill you compared to like other stuff.
I'll take it.
But I took that one step farther and I was like, well, if we're space orcs, what if we have always been space orcs? Right? What if What if what we were doing, right, was Earth is Australia? And what I mean by that is, take us as a people, and we got sent here as a penal colony when we originally came from the stars. And that being like the whole like proof of concept, right? And what would that mean? Why are we in space penal colony? Why are we here? Like, what causes us to stay here? Like, if we originally came from the stars, why can't we get back to them? Why has it been so hard for us to make it back to the stars? Maybe even include Atlantis in it, because that's a really good one-off MacGuffin. Is just, you know, the Wakanda being the Atlantis of Marvel, right? Like, hyper futuristic place, so far advanced from everyone else that they've disguised their entire society so they can be seen by the world. Another one I had was actually a smoochie book. It originally wasn't planned to be a smoochie book, but I think I kind of want to make it a smoochie book of the concept of tabula rasa. Oh, I did it again. Stop it. Oh my god, my hands. Okay. So we found the Venom Crypt. We want to go in there. I'm not ready for that yet. Let's explore down here. I think I'm going to go into the Venom Crypt and at least touch the fast travel point. I think Venom Crypt does have one. It might not, though. You know what? I bet it doesn't.
Step carefully here.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't. I bet because this is a rabbit hole dungeon. That's not the correct term, but I'm going with it. Rabbit hole is a term for like sim games or similar, where like NPC or your character enters, you see a text box of what happened while you're in there, and they step right back out. Right? Like it's a interior environment that's not actually been rendered as anything, and it's still like a core part of the gameplay. They go into the rabbit hole and come back out. Different. This one kind of swings a little bit. I don't know if it quite fits though. Ah! Got pushed so far by that because I looked away. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to fix something I've been meaning to do for a while. Okay, I'm going to do that. Let's see if it took. It did take. Let's go ahead and force a run of... Actually, no, I can let it do it on its own. Cool. In about 3 minutes, we're going to go back to the standard 3-minute time frame for ads. And we'll see what happens then. My thought is, since I'm no longer editing, which was part of the reason why I'd shrunk it down to 3-minute time frames, is when I was editing videos, it was nice to have a more direct when to chop it up type of deal. And I've been putting off the 3-minute time frame because my original thought was to pause the stream, let everybody like chill or whatever. Oh man, but that doesn't really work if I have no one to talk to during that. Like I can yap and yap and yap, and then come back to a topic or whatever I had before, but it's not clearly defined if I'm even talking about the same thing. The penal colony space thing, though, I'm actually really excited for it.
Me.
I've actually we went and visited my wife's family, I want to say like a year or so ago. And I had this, I've been talking about this story for years, and I just never really had a plan to like go anywhere with it because of how bad my writing and editing and stuff is. But we're sitting there chilling at her parents' house, and I've got the laptop. We took it with us just in case the kids wanted to watch a show or whatever, you know, in case the power goes out, that type of thing. I'd rather be prepared than not, and a laptop's really easy to just bring with you. Oh no, you know what? I think I typed all that on my phone. That's right. I didn't type the original on a laptop. I typed it on my phone. I had decided for some random reason, this was before ChatGPT got super intrusive and just stealing everybody's stuff. So it's been a bit. Definitely been since before I started streaming. Because once I started streaming, I realized how aggressive AI steals stuff from people. I kind of like backed off from using it. I still like occasionally ask it for things, but like it's mostly like, hey, can you proofread this? You know, because of the difficulties I already have. It makes it so hard for me to like properly do that stuff. And I know at one point we'll have, hey, this is the other place I need.
A tragic.
We're having her show up. Really sucks that I found this so late though.
This is my son. Promise me.
Ugh. Neither of those are good, but thanks. But yeah, I sat down, suddenly felt this like ridiculous level of inspiration that I haven't felt in like a really long time. And I originally started with trying to workshop some name or whatever. That's what sparked the inspiration for trying to write for once. Was I was just like, hey, let's have a weird conversation with Chat GPT about just random nonsense. I didn't know a lot about the technology, so let's learn, right? That's kind of where I do with a lot of stuff, is just, I don't know, let me find it out, right? I was trying to get it to like help me create names and stuff, but the unfortunate thing is that the older ChatGPT AI models or whatever are very clearly like, no, not quite scripted, but they feel like it. Like they'll never, unless you give it the parameters to treat you like crap, it will never do that. It's almost toxic positivity, where it just tells you everything you say is good, even if it does like correct what you're saying, it's like, have you tried it this way instead? Like that would make it very entertaining, you know. Like it's got this weird, like what seems to me very obvious fake quality to it. Yeah, if I remember right, Infested Baron. Let's hit this checkpoint here so I can pull up the full map. But I think Infested Barrens is the only place that we could go to really quick. Yeah, because there's no other exits to the town other than Venom. If we go to Venom Vault, I might be able to go through it fast. Oh, wait, there's a waypoint right next to it. And I think this is always right next to each other. Let's go to Infested Baron, and we'll find the checkpoint, and then go back and do Venom Vaults. I know it's hopping around a little bit, but... Oh man. But yeah, I ended up writing quite a bit of that book. And I went a really weird route I didn't originally expect it to take. But then when I got to like transitioning out of the scene I was in to trying to transition to something else, right? I hit like an immediate block of like, this doesn't feel as good. And I know it's because I had taken it in a route that I wasn't really loving. So basically what I did was a kind of a dream sequency thing to introduce, hey, this world isn't like normal, right? I mean, that's very stereotypical, right? Look at even Lord of the Rings, they place very early on, like, hey, this is somewhere that is not Earth, right? It is Earth adjacent, but not Earth. There's this book, Exodus, Archimedes Engine, and I tried to do like the Google preview for it, but I just wanted to see if the writing style was something I would enjoy. Because sometimes with science fiction novels and whatever, they go so heavy into, and that's the problem with Exodus, Exodus Archimedes Engine, is they go so heavy into you should already know the names of all this. Like, I don't know what else to call it. They do this thing where it's like the whatever syndicate of thingamabob empire on planet this in the nebula cluster of that. And after I've read that paragraph, I'm just like, I immediately don't care. Like, that level of info dump just puts me off so bad.
My satchel is full.
So I'd rather do a slow introduction for that type of stuff. And it's more just personal preference of like, I can't stand when it feels like a book just throws you in the middle. I'm fine if it throws you in like the middle of the story and it does a rewind and it's like, I know it's stilted, but like, oh man, I bet you wonder how I got here, that whole trope, right? I mean, it's better than the dream trope where at the end of the book finds out that it was entirely a dream, it was 100% made up, and everybody's safe and sound. That bugs me even more, but the Sopranos thing, just we couldn't figure out with an ending, so fade to black. Like,
How can I advise?
there's so many like called upon tropes that are called upon again and again and again, and some of them are like egregious, right? That whole the whole fade to black thing, or oh gosh, what's this a skill for? Oh yeah, let's do a cult first, see if I need pain offering or any of that. I would love to do a totem build, like the chaos magic and totems and stuff, but there's not a well, let me rephrase that. There's not a tendency that feels good in that regard outside of just gemling, right? But gemling is one of those where it just gives you extra gem slots and stuff. There's one of the paths that lets you use the same gem slot twice, or lets you use the same gem twice in the same build. Sorry, worded that wrong. And that's great, but like, that's kind of a catch-all, right? Like, I mean, that's not bad. You know what? I'll actually save that one and we'll throw the rest of this stuff in garbage. Oh, you know what? Was this belt? It is. What? Oh, hold on. Hate that you can't, what I was just trying to do, you can't do. You can't, like, while you have this menu open,
Take your time.
you can't,
I like it. Be wary.
I will seek fluid intake. Now, this fluid intake is going to require me to get up, unfortunately. So, why are you not where you're supposed to go? Excuse me? I should have taken that here, right? Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some ice. I feel like I almost need just a quick drawn pellet ice emote, or even just grab a an image of pellet ice and just upload it. Just like you go through so much of it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, so
Anything catch your eye?
the
I try
the
to use.
basis of the Space Orcs book, I have like a bunch of like concepts and stuff for that now. But I've got too many plates spinning at the moment. And I know once I hunker down on one, I might be able to churn something out, but then I will always feel guilt for not investing more time into like other stuff. Yeah, exactly. Or have you ever seen those huskies that have like a husky dogs that have like a swimming pool with ice in it so they can cool down in the summer? Do something like that where it's just a little chibi version of the model or the cat just laying in a pool of pellet ice. I don't know if that might be slightly too heavy-handed a concept to put in an emote, but
Face me! Disgusting!
the Smoochie book is going to be... I don't know how smoochy to make it, though. It's one of those, like... how far is too far, right? When does it go from being a romance book to being a smut book, right? Like, I'm not entirely sure what the better option there would be, right? But concept for it is also going to be like fictionally, magically, right? The concept, though, is the main character would be male. It's a little bit easier for me to write a guy, you know, being a guy, right? But the concept there is going to be yeah. So it probably won't hit that much, but I don't know how quick to. Okay, so let me explain. The main character is going to be something special. I'm gonna name it Tabula Rasa, which is blank slate. Dude doesn't have really any skills of his own. He's not really good at much anything. He's average in all regards. But whoever he is romantically involved with, he takes on their skills. And I don't know how to write that to make sure that, like, maybe it only works while they're together. Like, if he's with some, what? But the idea is the guy gets romantically entangled with the muses, or a take on the muses from Greek mythology, and doesn't realize what's going on first, because a person he dated in high school was really good in art, and suddenly he was good at art. But when they broke up, he was still okay at art, but not as good as he was while they were together, and then that just slowly leads into like more stuff. And thought about even making the main character bi, so it's not like some sort of weird harem thing. And making it kind of similar to the concept of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and all that, right? Where they're descendants of gods and they have this whole camp and whatever. Like, I'm not doing that part, but the descendants of the muses or whatever are a thing, and like these people are just really good at art or combat or music or whatever. And whoever he's, I don't know if you've ever met somebody like that, but they take after the person they date, and then when they move on to dating someone else, they start taking on a different persona to match that person. It's something that like real people do a lot, but I was like, what would be, how would we make that magical? Like, right? How would we make that high fantasy or whatever? Technically not high fantasy, because that's a very specific trope with like elves and stuff, but so the concept being entering into the world of descendants of the gods or whatever, and this guy gets extra abilities by having smoochy time with people. And not knowing that, but other people know that he is that, like, being the oblivious idiot, like, guy doesn't realize that he is that way, but a lot of the muses or whatever do know he's that way. Having some sort of climactic bad guy, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. The last person descendant of narcissists, just being a really narcissistic d-bag. It did what? You can't have them yet. You're still sick. Once you've gone more than 24 hours without throwing up, you can have a candy cane, okay? I don't know. But those are my weird random musings. Like, if I wrote Smoochie book, I always thought it would just be smut, right? Just because of the person I am. I'm poly and very open about like the stuff I want in a relationship. I used to try to be like very reserved about that. And, you know, that's not what people want. And then I realized, you know, well, just tell people up front. You know, there's no way everybody gets what they want out of like whatever. Now the thing with the tabula rasa thing of that idea is, do we make it to where it's has to be physically involved with the people, or is it romantically entangled? And one of the people that he gets involved with, the ace, or even just, you know, someone he trusts like a friend, doesn't have to be romantically involved with. I haven't quite figured out that part yet, because I don't want it to be a hammer. You know, I don't want it to be everybody loves this guy because he's special, and they all sleep with him because he's got the magic. The thing from the song Candy Shop. I'm having to work around that because people aren't in school. Yeah, I don't want that to be the concept, right? Like, I don't want it to be Magic Boy Parts Save a World. That feels weird. Like, I know there's a genre for that, power fantasy and whatnot, but like, not really what I'm aiming for.
Elva should know what to do with this.
The Val used. I've never seen.
Oh gosh, what? Whoa, that was weird. Ah! Man, was that jittery. I don't know. I'm just trying to be more creative with my weird thoughts and like turn them into stuff for once. Kind of like the obsession with Nia buying like a sheep. Like, it just lives rent-free in my head right now, and until I make something with it, it's just gonna stay living rent-free in my head. Even if I just do a proof of concept that just photoshops her face onto a sheep's body and dyes the wool pink. Like, I've got to do something. I thought about trying to do like book categories or whatever and like write stuff, but I'm so worried about my dysgraphia, my inability to write like simple sentences and stuff. It takes me multiple revisions to get stuff that's even legible most of the time. Just because of how bad I am at things, you know? Oh, that's where they were. I was like, I saw the Molotofs coming in, but they weren't where the rest of the stuff was. Do you need a new show? Okay. So yeah, the books and novels, or books and reading, I think it's called. But then like you're not allowed to read unless it's your own book or something. There's like a really weird line there that I've been meaning to just message Twitch support about. Because like if all you can read is your own stuff, that really limits that category. And I'm just kind of like, why was it even made? A lot of people in that category don't want their, like, even me just talking about what I want to write here is already making me anxious, because it's one of those things of like a lot of work goes into a book and you don't want someone to steal your idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm being purposely vague. There's a lot of anxiety that goes into that, where it's like, what if I tell you and you steal it, and suddenly you make the best-selling book. Like the thing with Harry Potter or whatever. Like, she had this story when she first started writing that she was homeless and poor and lucked out by writing the first chapter of Harry Potter on a napkin, and that's how she got famous. And then find out later, like, she's a nepo baby. Kind of like the thing with like, people in every platform. Like, nepotism is really big, but then, like, part of that is like, is that 100% unfair? Back in the day, you know, hundreds of years ago or whatever, of course nepotism was a thing. You from a very young age, your kids went into the field that you were in. Like, if you were a carpenter, your kids were most likely also going to be a carpenter. Unless they went and apprenticed somewhere else, you pretty much did the family business or married into a different family business, but that was it. And while we look at nepotism as being a bad thing because of all the negative sides of it, right? Like, people that are bad at their jobs, but they keep their job because of nepotism, like, that's awful. But then, like I said, you have those times where it's like, well, of course there's nepotism in that field. Who else is going to teach them how to crab fish? You know, but we never look at those jobs and be like, oh, that's nepotism. It's always like the people that are rich. And part of that's like, oh, look, see, this is the reason why they're rich, because of nepotism. I don't know. So I think some of that is legit, but, like, as long as the person's still doing a good job, is it nepotism anymore? You know? I know I'm mostly rambling. I'm kind of just letting my brain pre-roll today. I am letting the ADHD just have its way with me. That didn't quite... That's not exactly what I meant. I'm just a poor kitty. I completely forgot I was thinking remodel right now. Okay, cool. Now, these maps, this specific map, the Infested Barrens, has multiple ways out. If I remember right, if the Jungle Ruins here, Azak Bog, and that should be the waterways. Jungle Ruins, where we came from. Venom Crypts, we need to go do at one point. Wetlands, we can't do yet. No, I can't do this one yet. I could do the Azak Bog and go back to the jungle. Can't go here yet because I need the key for that. But I should be able to find Primeval Wetland. Once we find Primeval Wetlands, we'll go do the Viper Vault. The funny thing is, right, is some of this stuff I was like, okay, what if I made it a D&D campaign instead? You know, instead of writing a book, like, make a D&D campaign with a basic premise and run it, and, you know, we'll kind of let the story and stuff go as it is, and I'll just write notes, and then I can take those notes and turn them into a book. Apparently, that's something that quite often happens, that fantasy book was originally part of a D&D campaign or a role-playing thing, and the person that was running it at one point decided, actually, I should probably do something more with this. This is a really good story, and share that. And part of that's because, you know, writing stories and creating stories, it's always been, like, important to humans as, like, a culture. You know, storytellers have gone back for thousands and thousands of years.
My satchel is full.
Ooh, a new rattling scepter. Hold on. That. Let's take these. Actually, let's There we go. We'll pull all these boots and stuff over here. There we go. Now we have a full other column for whatever else. What was I doing? There we go. Hey, Leechy, when do you head back to school? I know some people said they don't even go back till the start of, or like a second week of next year or whatever. I'm not entirely sure when my stepdaughter goes back either. I'm terrible at keeping track of that type of stuff. She's one of those people that doesn't really like to talk about what she has going on either, which does not help. Oh, wow, that's pretty far in. I mean, I know it kind of stinks, right? But, like, the silly thing about that is there's so much mind over matter, right? There's so many things that are like, because I thought this is something I didn't want to do, I instinctively started to hate it, right? It's really big in weightlifting, where the moment you think that something is heavy, it immediately gets heavier. Like, it's like you lose a lot of your strength just by thinking, oh my God, this is heavy, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I can't go to the Venom Crypt yet because I've got to go Jungle Ruins and then Venom Crypt. But like sometimes you gotta trick yourself into being like okay with something. And I think that's just what school is, right? No one's ever going to truly deep down love school because there's always something else they can do unless they are in love with the concept of learning. Because some people do that. I know, what is it called? Career students that all they do is college and they get degree after degree after degree. Yeah. Now, you didn't technically fail it. Didn't you drop out before it became a failing grade? To be able to focus on your other classes?
Power!
And I know that's never a good feeling. You know, doing something you thought you could do and then it turns out you couldn't is always kind of frustrating. But sometimes it's also horrendously misleading, right? Where you failed it the first time and decided to give up on it, you know, whatever it is. It's the same reason why I'm like still forcing myself to do art, even though I think it looks awful or, you know, I don't like the sound of my voice, but there are some people that do. So like, let me be patient with myself, right? We are our own harshest critics, and that is, unfortunately, never going to change for most people. Ooh. Oh my gosh, is that the pair?
I've no more room.
I don't know what it looks like outside of... Is that the pair of gloves? Oh no, this is something different.
It's exceptional.
Increased attack speed while at full mana. You count as on full mana while at 90% of maximum mana or above. I wonder how that would... If I threw this... Oh, what if I threw this on my shotgun build? That might be massive. That might be like the biggest thing I've found in a bit. I'm not sure yet. I found a really good helmet that lets me do infinite explosions, which is really good. but like it doesn't have any rarity on it, so you're already like kind of out of luck, unfortunately. Because rarity right now is like the best stat. It's how you get the farthest ahead. Like, because like in Metaphor Refantasia, Ash defeats all. Because it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. It'll always be true. It's so hard to get that out of being ingrained in our society that you will close to never see any game where cash is the king. Now, it might not be cash as you know it. That could be a thing where it's like, oh, cash isn't king, but if you have enough mana, you can trade mana with people to buy things, right? It's so ingrained into our society that it's really hard to see that as anything else but that. Can I break these apart? I can. And it gives chance shards? Oh my. I did not know we could break legendaries apart. I did not know that was a thing. That could be massive. I'm not sure, though. This is a good pair of evasion boots, but too bad it doesn't have movement speed on it.
I'll take it.
How's this compared to the one I have? You know what? It might be time for an upgrade. Let's not sell that yet. We'll run that through the mill and see what happens. Yeah, let's run that through the mill real quick. I've seen people do that. They pick up full stacks, and I'm not entirely sure how to do that. They do multiples all at once, and I haven't been able to figure out how they do it. Minions, maximum life, maximum regen. Extra spirit, though. That might be huge. I know I don't get the crit and stuff, or the +1 to all minion skills. That's big, too. Let's do this. What? Oh, wrong one. Wait, what? Is the wrong base type. Can I not put sockets in a scepter? I didn't know that. Yeah, I think we'll hang on to both of these. I know I'll lose a minion skill, but you know, that might offset, though. Hold up. For now, let's do 6 of these. And then we'll swap this out. And it puts me up to 7. I can have 7 instead. If I get rid of one of these, still only 2. Get rid of 2, it should be... Yeah, okay. That. And then I'll need to do Infernal Legion and strip away back. Question is are these 2 worth it? Let's just do this for now and we'll see how that works out. Let's go ahead and store the scepter. Answer her, boy. Currency. And then tools and maps. I do need to do this at some point to get my trial out of the way. That's level 51, and I'm not ready for that. Yeah, I'm not ready for either of those yet. I might be able to pull off the chaos one right now. I'll actually look at that. Let's see if we can get this ring put up for future me to have to deal with. Worse and worse. But
Anything catch your
what I
eye?
was trying to say before I sidetracked myself to the
Might
8
could
billionth
use
time is, while I know it might be frustrating that you didn't succeed, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be bad at it next time. Sometimes it takes a couple times to get something. Sometimes you're just slogging through it. I mean, you're in it's a class that you're not super thrilled on, right? So there could just be, you just have to drag yourself through it. Sometimes you're just not going to be good at it. But if it's required for your degree, it's required for your degree. Silly thing is, right, is the curriculums for some of the schools are so heavily stilted on just like cranking out stuff as fast as possible that it doesn't ever really give you the time to like sit and think about stuff. Schooling in general has been very weird for a very long time. You know, I do believe having the extra alchemist might be worth it. I originally thought it wasn't going to be, but then like they really do clear a room out. It's a little noisy, but you know, whatever.
Steel yourself!
Ooh, we have an ooh over here. You know what I need to do? I need to do this. Good, good, good. Yeah, sorry I'm so low energy today. I'm kind of out of it. Not gonna lie. I am struggling a bit. Did that give me enough to give me a third socket? It did not. It's another thing that's kind of weird about spells and stuff. Like, you can cast a spell without an implement if it implements and give you a free spell. And then you can augment those spells by augmenting the gems into the socketed thing. But that is all still technically attached to the, it's all technically still attached to the weapon itself. So when you unequip the weapon, it like unequips the stuff out of that slot. It feels slightly clunky. Man, we've been getting a lot of this. Essences. I think it's the third one this stream. Or close to it. That blood lightning stuff is so rough. Where's he at? There he is. Oh gosh, I got hit by 2 that time. There we go. Essence of body. Essence of body. Is this the one I want? No, that's the chaos damage one. I've been wondering about that. We have a couple of bows that have like chaos damage attached to them, and I'm trying to figure out like how we would use that. Like, I look at it and I'm just like, oh man, chaos damage, that's great. The problem is most of the ranger spells require stuff to either be the elemental type that they're doing or physical damage. The chaos damage is not, it's not good for the builds. I don't understand it. Unless chaos damage replaces the thought of physical, I'm not sure yet.
Foul beast!
There's a corruption skill that goes with chaos magic. That when you kill somebody that has chaos on them, it like spreads to other people. And that looks really, really cool. Yeah. I will big stretch right now. I forgot I could pause this. Thank you for the lurk and the big stretch. I don't know what this looks like on the kitty model. It just looks a little goofy. It's okay though. At one point, it would be nice if we got the accuracy of a 2D model on 3D models. I feel like that would be kind of fun. We don't really have that right now, unfortunately. Like, I would love to be able to turn my head far enough that it, that looks cool. I don't know what it is, though. Let's go find out. What am I looking for? Oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm getting all this identified.
How can I
So, it is technically time for me to take a short break. What I'm going to do is we're going to wrap up this inventory management, and I'm going to go back into the crypt. And I'm going to pause and get some snackies for everybody. I haven't figured out what to do with chaos bows. I'm throwing them in the ranger box still, but let's throw this one out. And we'll okay, there we go.
What do you need? Take your time. My tribe could use.
Did not mean to do that. Bum, 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 bum. I had another build that uses cold snap as like my detonator. And the way I have it set up is on freeze, it'll auto proc it and snap and shatter the statues. And I wonder if that would work with some of these other things. Oh man. Okay, that's that. Let's get all our loot put away, and then I'm gonna get up and do lunch real quick for the kiddos. So let's do this, and then I think I have this. It's not quite right. Let's go edit that. Okay. I ended up getting a small sandwich for myself as well. Everybody's taken care of though, so we can get back. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to go back into the Venom Crypts. Oh no. Okay. Whew. You know what I think we need? One, I think I need to pause it. Ah, okay. And I think time to kick the music up a little bit. I don't know what to do though. There we go. You know what I need to do at one point is make a song redeem. Something like 200 points or, oh my gosh, another one? Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I think this is slightly too loud. Oh yeah. That's a little better. Good, good, good.
You were no worry.
Essence of battle. I don't know why we're getting so many essences right now, though. Oh gosh, ads. Have I had a break?
Power.
I'm so out of it now. I took like a not even a 15-minute break and I'm already like ready to go take a nap. Bad thing is, it's like if I get off stream, I'm not gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go like edit or like do something. Work on that art project, most likely. Be straight honest with you. I'll go and like lay down for a little bit and then work on my art. I do want to at one point feel comfortable enough to like stream my art. But like, I'm struggling so bad with the application as it is that like, I feel like, I know my art's already rough, but like I've seen some other people's art and their art's just as rough, if not more, but like my complete fumbling with the application just embarrasses me so much. And it's one of those like, you know, it's not as much of like, ooh, I'm not trying to compare. I do compare myself to other people, but it's not in the same way of like, oh man, I wish I was as good as them, as it is like, oh man, look at the. I guess in a way it is. I'm not as good as them, like because it's I'm not as good at working the application. I'm not as good
Feel
at
my wrath.
like brushes and stuff. Like I don't understand any of that. At one point, I really need to understand that because, like, clearly I'm out of my depth type of thing. But yeah, I think it'll turn out all right. I think this is going to be the first time, though, that I work on a project more than one day. Because so far I've been doing the what can I get done in a day and then calling that done. And I think this will be the first time I want to like revisit a project more than once. Now part of that is because I want to get to the point where I can crank out emotes really quick for my channel. Like say we have a new game coming up, like Fallout, right? It'd be great to like throw a bunch of like Fallout gear on Henry and then change the buh to a buh, but he's in a Fallout outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be really great to be able to like quickly crank that stuff out. And a lot of it, I wouldn't even change the shape of. I would just alter the like layer, right? Alter the clothing layer to be like a different outfit or whatever. That's my goal, is to be able to crank out emotes fast enough that I can get like 2 or 3 done in a day to prepare for big games. Like I have this Kingdom Come Deliverance run coming and Monster Hunter, right? That's probably going to carry us to June. It starts in February and it is most likely going to carry us to June. If not later. And that's a long time. Like, being able to crank out a few emotes to get ready for this big event. Like, I'm basically going to be a Kingdom Come Deliverance streamer for a while.
Foul beast.
We'll do a little bit of Monster Hunter just because I love that game so much. But I thought about... keep wanting to stream at night. I want to stream at night so bad. Like, it's in my bones so bad that I want to stream at night. Okay, let's look. It's most likely up here, to be straight honest. We're after a set of venom, a set of poison that we give to that crazy alchemist lady, and she makes us potions out of it. And those potions are ooh. I know I'm not supposed to like this guy, but I love some of his music. So you got your passport done? Okay, hold on. Put it in the microwave. And then you need to clean your face really good, okay? Hey, put it on top of Dad's paper towel. Look on the counter. Fold it up some more. Hey, no, do it the other way. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did they at least let you see it? Because sometimes they'll let you, some places let you, like, see it, or retake it a couple of times if it didn't come out well. Because, like, it's an official document, so they've got to, like, properly, like, input it and stuff. But I do not remember what I was saying before I got up. I know we were talking about your thing, but oh, easy. Is it one of those, like, you just hate your own appearance? Because, man, do I do that. There's actually a few people on the internet that actually know what I look like. Not a lot. There's a few. I think Queenie knows what I look like. Pretty sure I showed Queenie a picture of me and my fam. I just said fam. Ugh. Boo. I know that word's already played out, but man, that was bad. Where's this venom? Gotta be over here. Yeah, is this oh no. That's awful. Not like awful, but like, I know you don't sleep. I'm actually looking at possibly trying to get in touch with some people, some smaller streamers, because I would love to do some collab streams for even Kingdom Come Deliverance. I want to do some collabs in Fed. That doesn't count. It doesn't count at all. At least. Yeah, and how much of that is the other way and you sleep too much? Huh? How much is that you slept too much and you woke up feeling worse than when you laid down? Is it a lot? This build is always going to kind of struggle with mana regeneration. I mean, I was that way for a while. I have that issue. Before my thyroid messed up all the way, I would only sleep 4 hours a night in the summer. If I slept more than that, I couldn't. But then when winter rolled around, I got hit so hard with seasonal affected disorder that I would sleep for like 14 hours a day. I'd literally go to work for 8 hours, come home, sleep till it was time to go back. With barely enough time to eat and take a shower before going back to work. And that was my day, every single day. I hardly ever changed it. Extra stun threshold is nice at the later levels, though. I don't know. Let's do mana gen. There's a necklace or a charm that makes it to where you can be stun resistant for a little bit. Goes here. But yeah, that the seasonal affected really does kick my butt like way worse than I want to admit. It's kind of funny because I had like mild depression from dealing with my ex, right? Oh, actually, those could be disassembled as well. One of the narcissist that had been in my life since I was like 11 years old, right? Her. And it's so funny because like I had this like severe depression my whole life, but I've been around that girl since I was 11 years old, right? So The reason why I bring up that it was funny is because once me and her finally split. Oh, hold up. Give me this back. Oh, never mind. You can have that back. It's so funny because, like, I went on Cymbalta, right? Cymbalta is a depression slash, an SSRI, I think that's what it's called. Basically, it like interrupts some like neurons and stuff. And for a lot of people, it helps them. For me, it made my depression mood swingy and way worse, like uncontrollably worse. And I got with my wife after I had split up with her, and I was still on the Cymbalta, and it was just so bad. I was like all over the place as far as like depression goes, like to the point of needing medical assistance. And it's actually between my really bad ex and my current wife was one of my wife's best friends. Well, I say best friends. They were friends for a while, and then some stuff happened. But basically, my wife and my good ex became friends, which was kind of silly. She had to deal with this Cymbalta kicking my butt really bad. I don't know if I can tell this story on Twitch. I tried to exit a moving vehicle at 65 miles an hour. There you go. At that point, we decided the job I was in was too much. The medication I was on was not helping. And my wife had me quit my job. And I went home and we stopped the medication right away. Now, what we didn't know was stopping Cymbalta is actually more dangerous than a lot of the side effects of Cymbalta, because you get, it's a type of neurological thing. I can't remember exactly what the name for it is, but basically, ooh, that hurt. Basically, it feels like your entire body is being electrocuted, because all of your like synapses or like nerves and all of that are suddenly getting feeling again. Your body can't interpret what it is, so it literally just feels like you're being electrocuted. And it's these giant jolts of electricity that just travel your whole body, and it just does it over and over and over again. I still have those, and that was 8 or 9 years ago that I stopped it, and I still have them because it's just permanent. Now I've gotten to the point where they're not often. It's not often, but occasionally I'll just be sitting there, and from the tips of my toes all the way to my hair, feels like I get zapped with electricity. But yeah, it was one of those, like, I know you've seen the commercials before where it's like, take this, and if depression and bad thoughts can worsen, and like, we didn't realize that that's what it's, you know, especially my wife, my poor wife, didn't know that the Cymbalta was causing it, because she had only seen me while I was on it, right? But it was kind of like a Hail Mary play of like, no, we're just going to stop the medication and find you a new one, because this isn't working, right? And I would say like 2 weeks after stopping the medication, I was better. The electric zaps and stuff were still really bad. Self-doubt's gonna always be there. But like, once a narcissist gets in your brain, like, that's just a thing, right? Like, the whole controlling mechanism of that is self-doubt. So that's always gonna be there. And like, knowing that that's the problem is like half the battle. It's like, it's really easy for me to disassociate the process, or just disconnect the process, right? Of, oh gosh, I'm no good at this, and then I'm like, actually, I'm not really that bad on that, right? But I couldn't do that before because the Cymbalta didn't let you. Cymbalta is one of those, like, if it doesn't work for you, and I know a ton of people that have had the problem with it, of just suddenly it's so bad that you can't get better. Man, these guys are really fast. I can't remember what this ritual does and if I should do it or not. I want to say this actually makes me weaker to fire, but I don't remember. That haste aura is kicking my butt so bad. Come on, guys. Whew. But yeah, so I came off of it and it helped so much. It fixed like half of my mental issues, like as soon as I was done with the electrical zaps. Same thing happened when they took my thyroid out. My life got so much better that it seemed actually kind of silly.
The children, they whisper. They cry for help.
Ah, here it is. You've increased fire resistance and item rarity. That's not bad. Yeah. Good. And like, in a weird way, it helps too, because there's so many times that I know people that have been on Cymbalta or been on something, you know, like, it's just, you know, it seems worse, and it's one of those, it sneaks up on you. Like, you'll be fine, you'll be having a sandwich, chilling, having a day. Next thing you know, you realize you're the worst person that has ever existed. Nothing's ever better. It's all your fault. Like, it's really spiraling. That's the reason why I'm always like, if somebody says something, you know, hey, I'm bad at this, I'm whatever, and I'm like, take a deep breath. Not saying that that's not true, but sometimes, a lot of the times, your brain doesn't know what to do with itself, and it lashes out. Monkey brain. Monkey brain and brain worms. Two of the worst afflictions that we have. Partially because they're just not diagnosed and helped with it all, you know. But yeah, don't feel bad. I'm good. Oh, not my character's not. My character's fighting full fight. But I'm too out of it. I'm too out of it for all these hasted enemies. Haste is like one of the ones that kills me all the time. It's like, if they're hasted, I think they're also slow immune. And it makes it a little hard to get like certain things done. Ah, I see. More hasted enemies. I love this song. And it's kind of funny. Nah, you good. Do what you gotta do. I'll still be here. Oh, that's not the one I wanted.
You shall fall!
I wish they'd come down. They're hitting the like branches and stuff. Oh gosh, where'd it spawn me? Oh man, I gotta do this again? Okay, well we've got to do this because the boss for this area does a ton of fire damage. I'm actually kind of glad this is the one that put me back. Ooh, stuns. Hey. Oh god. Trapped in a corner. I need blink. I don't even know if I can get... Oh, no. Blink's a spirit... Oh. Spirit, though. It being a spirit charm's kind of troubling. Blink is so good, though, being able to just, like, transfer out and back and stuff. Now, does that stay that way across the whole map, yeah? I hope it does. We have that boss to fight. The Talion, the motorcycle witch. This area is kind of rough for the enemy, or the summons we have. They just completely decimate the walls and not like what we're trying to play. These areas are good. Like open hallways or whatever, but so yeah, I've been looking into like, you know, what should I tone down the should I tone down my play everything persona, right? Like, because I know a lot of, if not most of the smaller streamers all start with a niche of some kind or another, right? Either they got really popular on another platform doing a specific type of content, bringing it over, right? Or something. And I do believe I need to, like, if I'm going to properly grow, I need to find what my niche is. But the problem is there's no way. There's like, it's kind of the reason why I'm trying to do art and stuff a little bit, because like no matter what you draw, art's art, right? Like, but we kind of put that in a category where it's all together. I don't know where this witch is at. I'm starting moving this way.
Fear will best you.
We have somebody up top. Oh, man. I think, though, when we do Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's definitely going to feel like, I don't know, Kingdom Come Deliverance and Monster Hunter are going to feel like I'm a one. Like, I'm going to play so much Monster Hunter, like, no matter what. I might as well stream it. Same with Kingdom Come Deliverance, right? Now, for the longest time, I did Metaphor for a while. That's actually the game that we had people come in and donate subs, which I've never had before. That's kind of cool. The guy that stopped in, he followed, donated 5 subs. I don't think he's ever come back. Here it is. Fight's a pain in the butt, but... Yeah, none of my minions are going to be able to hit her at all. And they're all going to die here in a second. So she detonates all the bones. Every time I do that, she like cuts across. I've been trying to put them like in her path. It's not doing a lot, but I'm trying to keep her shield from regenerating. The one issue, I probably should have swapped out. I'm still using the Molotov guys. I'm hoping once I get past the initial part of this fight, it won't be as bad. I think we have to get her to like here before she crashes. She gives up on this whole bone thing pretty quick. Raging Spirits just doesn't do enough. There we go. There's so much fire. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell whose is whose. I didn't even see her pull that up. Oh my gosh. What is this? I've only ever beat her on just like... Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. I need to keep the resistance down on her. The exposed weakness or whatever. This is the longest this fight has ever taken me. It's either she like kills you really quick or you kill her really quick. That's a weird one. Aw. I love that. The whole like forcing it to pet the emote thing. I love that so much.
A disgusting weapon.
Ah, this is where we get the other set of spirits. There we go. Think, for the most part, I'm not doing any other... Like, these would be great. Cast on Ignite, cast on Shock. Blink would be great. But most of my spirit needs to be spent on Raging Spirits.
I've nowhere to keep that.
And I think as far as Elemental and Occult, I'm caught up on all that too. For what I want, anyway. Yeah, because I'm not putting another point into any of this till I get Clerics. Keep doing that. I keep trying to do exit to character creator instead of teleporting back to time.
How can I be of...
But yeah, like I thought about reading some of the really old books, but they just like stuff that's in the public use or whatever are so old that I just can't care.
Honor demanded the deed be done.
I was really hoping that would give me a stone charm, but it didn't. I didn't even read what that was. Oh, I hope it wasn't. No. It didn't. Thank you. You don't need to be destroying stuff, please. What is volatile dead? Consumes a corpse to fire a fireball that seeks out enemies and explodes. Okay. Kind of cool, but we're not using that right now. So this is a stun bow. Still haven't figured out how any of that's supposed to work. I know there's a lightning build right now that's all about stun. It's like the best, what is it? The best defensive ability for PoE 1 is Frost, which freezes people. Mildly counterintuitive, but like, yeah, I guess, you know, technically, yeah, that's better. If they can't attack you, then how are they doing damage? Yeah. Ooh, actually. What was that last one? Oh, reduced attribute acquirement, sorry. I thought it was plus 20 to each attribute, and I was like, Did I just find a god tier roll? I don't even think stuff can go that high. Yeah, don't I have a stone charm now? I'm not high enough level yet. I've been waiting to get this equipped. It stops you from being stunned, which is kind of massive. It's not really like a super big problem though until you hit cruel. Oh gosh, I am so sorry. Until you hit cruelty rank, and then it starts becoming hyper important because you'll be walking and just stutter because you got stunned for like 0.25 seconds, and it's just enough for you to get killed. And it's like every single time. It is so painful. We were after the spirit from there, right? Yeah, we were just after her. What I need now is we've done the infested barrens. We can't finish this till we finish Primeval Wetland. But yeah, so I don't really have... I thought about doing some Indiana Jones or something that requires some reading. Because, to be honest, Monster Hunter's not really going to have a lot. And a lot of Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't have it either until you're reading the book. And if it has another... Oh, actually, you know what? It might from the start. Okay, so in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, there is an achievement for finishing the DLC From the Ashes without the ability to read. One of the reasons why that is such a big deal in From the Ashes is the From the Ashes DLC is a settlement builder DLC. You help fix a town and run it. And without the ability to read, you can't read your logbooks. So you don't know, like, what you're doing. You can't tell how much money the town's making. You can't tell how much it's spending. Now, there's a little bit of leeway in that because, like, it's still the letters, right? But they're written in a way that, like, technically your character doesn't know what it is. But you know what it is if you look at it hard enough. To be honest, trying to read the book that way, though, always gave me a headache. It was always too much. And I spent, like, a weird amount of time in that game just leveling my alcohol level. So, like, you have, like, a food cycle and daylight cycle and sleeping and all that. It's, like, required. So what I would do is I was letting the town generate enough money to buy upgrades. Because the fastest way to do that is actually just going to sleep and waiting for the next day. And I was streaming it, so there was a lot of me just yapping and drinking alcohol and going straight to bed. I basically have my character drink till they were so drunk they were about to black out and then go to sleep. So that they would wake up with a hangover and be able to drink again. And would loop that over and over and over until I got enough money to, like, upgrade the town. And it's like, everybody's like, oh man, you're doing such a great job. You're working so hard. And I'm like, literally blackout day drinking, and then sleeping till the next day. I'm like, yep, Henry's working real hard right now. Which is also where Henry the cat comes from. Not from the drinking episode, but from the... Yeah, it's so funny too, because there's like one of the things in the DLC is you have like a town meetings or whatever, and you solve the town's problems during the town meetings. And one of them is like dealing with a bunch of drunks that refuse to work, and like you have to like yell at them, and I'm yelling at them while also being a drunk that refuses to work. The game's just silly. I love it so much. And I don't know why. It's not even like, there's so many things that are wrong with it, but it's still, I'd say up there with like my #1 game. I really like Monster Hunter, but Monster Hunter is a game that is more fun with people. I really enjoy playing that game with other people. Like, I actually have, I don't have it turned on right now, but I actually have a play with viewers bot specifically because of Monster Hunter. Like Monster Hunter and like Smite and all that. I was like, you know, if I'm going to play these games that have other people, I'm perfectly fine with people coming and joining. Right? Now, I did the play with viewers bot and then realized, like, until we have a full team, I don't need a bot for them. Felt like it was slightly, slightly preemptive, but. And I know at one point, like, if I ever get big enough, I can't do a play with viewers thing anymore. That's like around 100 viewers or less thing to do a games with viewers. Just because of like all the stuff you can get in trouble for people like acting out on their stream or whatever.
This isn't the same fungus from back home.
That guy didn't make it very long. There is a lightning build in this game that works in by far the silliest way possible. Basically, there's a piece of armor that makes enemies around you have the same resistances as you. You purposely tank your lightning resistance. Like, you make your lightning resistance as bad as physically possible. And then all your moves do lightning resistance. And then there's another piece of gear that makes all of your resistances scale off of hitting your armor first. Like, it has to hit through your armor before it hits your resistances. It just changes the way the order of the math works. So they take 2,500% more damage, and you take less. It's such a weird, silly, backwards build. That's actually kind of the bigger reason why I'm loving this game right now. Is like this whole thing. I just have a bunch of skeletons chucking Molotov cocktails. That's the entire build. I put down fire rings and let them just throw bombs at people. And I stand in the back and make sure I don't die. Like, that's it. That's my job. My job is to put down fire circles and exist. The lightning one, where I put down the lightning rods and then blow them up. Another one that just feels weird. There's an even cooler version of that I don't have the gear for. But you put down an in place. You know how like we put down the circles like this? It's one that puts down a ball that damages stuff in a circle like this. So there's a ball in the middle and it shocks everything around it. And you put down all those lightning rods and you put that ball in the middle. And then you just keep shooting lightning rods on top of it. And it just delete stuff. Even the uber difficulty stuff, the like super ultra late game stuff, just gets completely deleted. I've always loved games where like skill is only part of the success, right? I did it again. Because to be frank, I just don't have it. With multiple spinal injuries, Cymbalta, like hand injuries. I've broken both of my hands now. My hands just don't cooperate. One of the reasons, I'm just letting my ADHD fly all over the place. It's one of the reasons why I am obsessed with VR MMO books and anime. Because like in Sword Art Online, not Alicization, but the one before that. The one with actually, it might have been Alicization. No. Was it Gun Gale? I can't remember. There's one where they realize that there's a person that's been living in the VR MMO their whole life, because they are either paralyzed or blind. I can't remember. They're on life support. And the game is the only way they can physically move. Man, all this is garbage. I don't even have... I have one disassembly item.
Some odds in it. What do you need? I'll take it.
Which is... Oh, actually, I didn't bother checking that, did I? It's still a 10. If it had like minion increase, I would keep it, but it doesn't. Because I could slam it if it did. You know what I need? I need a plate belt. A plate belt with rarity would be choice right now.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Begging you. Don't understand. I need to focus on my gems at some point, but man, do I just not care. Okay. What was I doing in Chimeral Wetland? Remember? I think I'm looking for the key. There's a key down here or something. I've tried to get here. I've gotten 2 of these. I need the Chimera. That's what I need. Once we find the Chimera, we'll be in the right place. The Chimera is the exit boss of this level.
Steel yourself!
I was so young as she kissed me like whiskey, like whiskey. Let it burn, yeah. Feeling is bittersweet. Oh man, my voice is so crackly today. I had to learn. Feel so good. And now I smile when I remember you. He got in our back line. Like whiskey, like whiskey. Oh my gosh. So, let's see. You know, I might, you know what, I was gonna say, I might only give this another hour, but it's like an hour before it's 2:50, and 2:50 is when I do a logout stream. You know what, we'll just finish up stream today. I'm not gonna run over, I'm just gonna do our regular as if they are still in school. A little 4-hour stream. My voice is so rough right now. Like it's literally hurts to talk. I didn't realize till I started singing the song, and I was like, ooh, actually, never mind. Never mind. I'm trying. It's not helping. I drank it 2 or 3 times already, and it's not clearing it up. Yeah, I think we got to go up here. Okay, so we've talked about Monster Hunter. I'm gonna do a lot of that. Gonna do Kingdom Come Deliverance. I don't know if we're gonna get around to Indiana Jones. Be straight this week. The game that my wife really wanted to play. I'll play it, but I have a feeling it's a game that it's all about exploring, and I just don't feel like exploring right now. I don't want to play a game that feels like Kingdom Come Deliverance before Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's quite often when I play like a big AAA like exploratory adventure game or whatever, and then I just can't play those anymore. It's kind of like right now where I'm not reading on stream anymore. I'm playing a game where I don't have to read because I just cannot. I do not have the mental fortitude to read another 140 hours right now. It will be alright. And the thing I can't do right now is I can't use my singing voice for these songs because I have to go lower. And something about lower right now is causing my forehead to hurt. And between that and my throat, I'm just like, nah. The whiskey song and this song are like some of my favorites from them. I mean, the old album too, songs about Jane or stories about Jane. That's a really good set too, but I can't even properly like activate that part of my chest right now. And that's what worries me, right? Both of my kids and my wife complained about their throats and stuff hurting before they started throwing up. So I'm over here like, wait. wait. Memories bring back you. Toast to the ones that we lost all the way, cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back you. Oh man, what? Yeah, let me tell you something. The one I was doing is there is a Punisher meme where he's having nightmares about his wife. He's like taped to a chair or something as she's dying, and he's just doing the wait, and like this really panicked look on his face. That's the one I was doing because it's really iconic from the show, and it turned into a meme pretty quick. John Barrowman? No, wait, is that the right person? I don't know. I can't remember if John Barrowman is. Here, hold on. Actually, this is gonna bug me until I find it. Yeah, it's no. Wait. From the Punisher. I do believe it's from the Punisher anyway. Yeah. From the Punisher. Nightmare sequence. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's not quite the let me tell you something, it's the other one. They're both very similar though. Whoop. Well, there went all my minions. I kind of feel bad for the stuff we fight because it takes 40% more fire damage, so even if they're resistant, 9 times out of 10 they're no longer resistant. And then if they aren't resistant, they just take additional 40% more damage on top. You know what I want? There's a song from the early 2000s that I am just ridiculously obsessed with. And it's it's 2003 actually. Oh, that's not even the one I wanted. This one. Yeah. It was completely. Joss Stone is one of those that just like, I don't know. Now, admittedly, she looks a little different now because I think she's had some work done. But in 2003, she had that like Julia Stiles, like hippie look going on. And eyes were peeping. Whose eyes in my brain need to have a meeting. But I'm brain don't so love is fleeting. Where am I supposed to go? I'm lost in the jungle. And I am over it. Get me out of here. I'm so busy goofing off that I'm just like not doing very well.
I've nowhere to keep that.
My left brain don't so love is fleeting. But it bears repeating. There we go. Okay, so stop attacking things. Oh my gosh, here. Have some fire. I don't know where we're at and where we're going. Oh my gosh, I missed a spot over here. Okay. Oh, it's so scratchy. I think this was originally a White Stripe song. Said, are you all right? Sarah says it's bullshit. I consider it cheating. Don't go telling no my lies on Sarah. I feel like my the music I like is kind of all over the place. Like kind of really all over the place. Well, I mean, that's everything in my life, right? Like, on my ADHD, I just kind of do whatever it wants now. I don't even fight it anymore. I'm just like, go on, little dopamine-ridden brain. Figure out what we're doing next. Wait, did I go up here and then immediately wander off? What am I doing? Okay, there's... Yeah, I mean, the amounts, the random games I play are all over the place. The music and stuff I listen to is all over the place. Yeah, this is 2001, so it wasn't even that much earlier. Fell in love once and it was complete lie. Oh, must be fine because my heart's still beating. I think I like the soul version better though. It's just slightly too fast, right? This is one of those songs that I think the like remake is better. Where'd he go? Oh, no. Woo! That frost damage, though. I was too busy looking off at, Nox just posted a bunch of stuff in my chat, and I like looked over to see what it was. There we go. The amount of AoE this guy does is so rough. Oh, I'm dead here. But it bears repeating now. But that's also really short. The other one that is it this one? Okay. Listen to this version of this song. It's called Wicked Game. This is really old. I want to say it's like the 60s. Hold on. What does it say? I don't even know. But this is one of those where it's not that the original is bad. The tone of the original is a different style, like a different stylized tone. And I feel like it entirely changes the meaning of the song. There we go. Get down. I'm sorry you were so in love, Chimera. What?
This is curious.
Oh my god, I'm full again.
My satchel is full.
Okay. What'd I get from him? Didn't I pick up something from the Chimera? Oh, it's our first ultimatum. And this gives us an ascendancy point, so we're gonna have to do it. Let's go to town first. We're gonna go to town, drop our loot, tap the next area, fast travel back.
How can I advise?
Oh wow, really nothing. But see, this song is like, I don't know, somber. It's, I don't know, almost pitying, I guess.
Take your time. I'll take it. Don't eat anything colorful.
Not that it's bad. But wait till you hear the next one. It's different. Very, very different. We want to do that next, so let's touch here. We'll go and go pick up the bit of loot that we left. Tag the next area, which is over here. And the only reason we're doing this is there's not like a quick way back over here. And I've screwed this up on multiple playthroughs through now, so. We're gonna touch this, and then we're going to, where we're going? Chaos something? Temple of Chaos. Hopefully, we can get through the Temple of Chaos without too many issues. Where's our junk tab? Start loading our junk tab up.
A man of two worlds comes to face the ultimate test.
Not what I meant to do.
Let's not make a habit out of losing. Long have I meant the rules.
Yeah, I don't
We
care.
will
Let me in.
meet again.
Monsters have a 300% increased critical hit rate. Nope. Not gonna do that. Let's do debuffs.
One cannot outrun
Gonna
time.
kind of wreck my E, but my flammability.
Are you ready, Challenger?
Okay, so that was that version of the song. Very somber, very calm, right? Same song, same lyrics. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. It didn't actually play the song I wanted. Oh gosh, where's it at? There we go. Same songs, same lyrics. Get some strawberry jam. Strawberry jam's good. And nice and cheap. Preservative stuff's like so cheap right now compared to like fresh fruit. Foolish people do. Why did it stop on a dime like that? That was weird. I actually just did sandwiches for the kids with strawberry jam on it. Some peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwiches. It's kind of unfortunate that some people are like hyper allergic to peanuts. They're so good for you. And I'm just like, I hate the taste of peanuts. Ooh, that's close. There we go. Have you seen the people that take strawberry jam straight out the jar and they put it in cheap vanilla ice cream? Not bad. It's not bad at all. It's actually kind of good. But yeah, these two songs, they're so similar and so different all at the exact same time. Same song, entirely different tone. Actually, I like this one way better. My wife's favorite was actually the one before, till she heard this one a couple of times. She's like, actually, and I'm like, yeah, right. 30% increase to rare monsters, yes, please.
The mightiest foes.
It's gonna be a little harder, obviously, but rare monsters also mean more loot. Where's this taking me? Oh, is this a boss fight one? This might be a boss fight one. Uh-oh. No, it's Corrupted Trial. Okay. Corrupted Trials, while annoying, aren't the end of the world.
Don't die.
It's really hard to find like an angle in a Corrupted Trial where you're not surrounded.
It was not to be.
At one tapped. Oh my god. I like hit the heal button and it didn't matter because it like smashed me right through it. I don't know how to delete stuff. I've seen people do that where they're like, but it deletes, it doesn't go on the ground. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Let's try again. unfortunate. I feel like that was the round too. That one with extra resistances, and that just died for no reason.
Are you aware of the concept of strategy?
Okay, Ring of Doom. I really, on this one, I'm struggling with the ones that are like
More common than you
stuff on the ground, because my minions can't move very well. Like, I can dodge stuff no problem, but they're going to struggle a bit. I got hit before I could even come all the way down. Yeah, I said, pick me to bed. Oh my god! Okay. Running around with the loaded shotgun, ready to fire at me, a hot one. A voice. Like Wampuses have been in here making me like dehydrated all over again.
Smiles upon the victorious. Have you not learned anything from your previous losses? Coagulated masses befall you.
Testing.
Challenger, prove yourself worthy of chaos.
Okay, let's see if I can do this without immediately dying. God, like they really just jump you as soon as the thing comes down. Whoa, I've never actually seen that. There's been a few, okay, that's funny. I think I had a bug, because there's been a few times I've done that modifier where the blood thing appears and then drops down on you. I've done this one a few times and have never seen that giant ball of blood, which makes me think it just was never working before. I'm just bopping today. I'm really glad y'all hang out, because I'm just having like this cozy, this is just what I do when I don't feel good day. And rambling. Lots and lots of rambling. Because I have a ton of stories, but they're all like, well, not all. I was gonna say, they're all inappropriate. No, just not what I meant. I don't know why I said it that way. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Again? These guys, man, they just jump in and like one-shot you. It's so rough. Maybe I should have done the like 40% resistances, because like I can delete those technically. I don't know what the song is, but we're changing it. I'm just jumping around. Wait, you just bear with me. Oh gosh, what's that one from Mashal? Yeah, this one's really good, and like I don't know anything about Dandanan, but the song. That's all I know. Oh, explodes nearby corpses, okay. There we go. The good news about that blood ball, it looks like if I double back on myself, Sacral's not good. We'll pick it all up for now, but we'll most likely end up dropping all this. Woo! What I was trying to say about the blood ball is if we turn around and cut back towards it, it won't hit us as bad. Then I stop to pick up loot. Like that, see? And then it drops where we were, not where we're heading to. We need to have stuff down here then. Oh, man. Okay. Do you have any weekend plans, Lychee? Mine is mostly just art. I think I'm gonna art and chill in streams mostly over the weekend. I want to add like another day of the week to stream, but like we might start doing a Saturday stream consistently, but if I'm still feeling like crap tomorrow, I'm not gonna do that. I'm already pushing of spending tomorrow spoons today. This song helps out. You know, the funny thing about this song is I normally put it on loop to do my warm-ups for my workouts.
Don't get overconfident just because you beat the first room.
You know, I'm not even 100% sure if I'm using slowing right now.
They grow unstoppable.
I'm gonna do that and then immediately get... Y'all going on another fun trip? Oh, amusement park. Okay. Family got you running around like crazy now that you're not in school. My ex used to try to do that a lot. Like, she always wanted to try to do stuff when like the kids were out of school. But as soon as we took them somewhere, like regretted that we brought them with us. I was just like, they're your kids. I don't understand. Here we go. It autoplayed it.
Steel yourself.
So good. Ooh, that's a lot of lightning. Oh, come on. Where are my minions? Come on, minions. I need y'all here. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I lived. Oh, I can't create like pockets for us to fight in. I'm dead.
I had hoped for a longer series of victories.
Well, I mean, I know summer school sounds awful, but knocking that stuff out sooner rather than later is always good.
Where will your choices bring you this
Oh,
time?
man. It's so frustrating that I'm struggling so bad with this. Oh, no, I'm not even on the right tab. Like the wrong layer, but for sorting your Path of Exile stuff. Oh, gosh, what do I need here? Arsonist, I think? It's probably not going to give me enough for another Arsonist, though, is it? It is. Ooh, nice. I really need a Cleric. Cleric would help me so much right now. I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about the Infernal Legion. They burn their own health to
Have you not
exist.
learned anything from your previous losses?
Oh, that would be awful. Entangling vines on hit.
Corruption infects the blood.
Hopefully the pyramids aren't bad. And the rough thing is like, I think we only have to get through like 4 levels of this and then we're done. And I just...
Your challenge awaits.
Because it's your like tutorial version of the Chaos Trials. That guy's gonna be rough. Oh man, that is massive. I'm dead. I did not expect those beams to be that big. Oh, now I'm in a corner. A corner of death and hate. Oh, this is bad. Last time when I was doing this, the only reason I finished it up is I just lucked out. I lucked out of it. Like, I got a bunch of rolls that were just like, lowers lightning damage, that type of thing, or I can't remember exactly what it was. But it was something that it didn't affect my build at all. Yeah, because these guys are just going to instantly die when they get hit by the beam. Man, I almost killed myself by accident. I'm still taking damage from it. Oh. Oh, it's got, like, after effect damage. What? Yeah, oh my gosh, that is so nasty. I should not have chose that one. Get it done, is that what it's saying? Can't even tell. There we go. There we go. Take y'all's elemental resistance down. I'm dead here. These guys have a lot of the staff guys have a lot of they do this 1-2 hit really quick and it's like stiffens you. It's not quite a stun, it's just like an interrupt almost. There we go. Man, this is a mess. I don't have any things on me. I don't even know what the song is right now. It would be you if feelings you get
Oh,
through.
wipe that smile off your face.
I wonder like you. All of my life. None of these are good. Oh, bananas. None of these are good. Mesmerized by the whole I've been. We'll have to try that one. I don't know if it's going to get us anywhere, though.
Madness.
All cause keep you safe here in my arms. I will protect. Oh no, it's in a bad place. Oh god. It just completely destroyed all of my things. Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh no, that's even worse. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, I'm dead. There's no way I'm living through this one. If I do, it's gonna be one heck of a fight. Oh my god, another one? Not gonna lie, that we might try to fight over here. I'm gonna keep rolling around in a circle because the guy with the temporal bubble is gonna wreck me if I don't. I'm dead. Oh, I live! Okay. This is way more stressful than I wanted today on my lazy day.
For a longer series of victories.
Okay, so we're no longer doing the quad beam because that was awful. I think I only have 4 more uses too. Oh my god. Okay. As soon as I saw the beams and the temporal guy, I was just like, oh well, there goes that. The only way to properly do these like chaos trials is just detonate them. I will protect you at all costs. Yeah, an invulnerable shade that stalks you. If it hits you 7 times, you lose. Like, what? Do I have charm or flasks that can refill on their own? I don't. If I had flasks that refilled on their own, this one means nothing. The only option I have is can't be slowed. Okay.
Your challenge awaits. Prove yourself.
That guy, man, that big overhand hit he does. This whole build too isn't like conducive for big arenas like this, because I need like stuff to attack me at specific angles. When we move into the other ranges, it's fine because I can like stop them here. Come on.
Are you not embarrassed?
What? 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 Excuse me? I don't even know what got me that time.
Where will your choices
I don't understand. I just popped like a bubble, man.
As much as I'd like
Yeah,
to
I don't know.
make things
I don't know.
easier for you.
The only thing I could think is maybe the extra chaos damage. Oh man, all of these are so bad. Impending doom, I might at least possibly be able to handle. All of the modifiers that are like
Challenger,
traps are going to completely obliterate our
worthy of chaos.
NPCs. Already starting his death beam before I even got to the ground. What? Why are you yelling at me? You need to do something, watch a show or something, sweetie, okay? I know you're starting to feel a little better and you're bored, but you're not 100% better yet, okay? Oh no, that Doom's in a bad spot. Oh, I've pulled the other group. I'm so bad at video games. Okay. Is this group done too? Nice. Oh, and the Doom's back. Nope. Nope. You can go away. I wonder if, like, they shot something through all of my fire here and I didn't see it. You know? Like when I randomly died and I didn't know what happened. Oh, I'm dead again. This Doom's gonna kill me. See if I can get it to start here so I can backpedal. Come on. Where's my Doom? There we go. Oh, I got stunned. I need that stun charm. I think I can only use it in like another level. Okay. Come on, get out of the Doom bubble. Oh, this is harder than it should be. My lightning guy flew through here like it was nothing. Died like maybe twice. None of the things stopped him except for there was one that had I wasn't paying attention. I clicked one that was like 300% increased crit, and I came in, got shot by one random arrow and died. I'm like, okay, well, we're not doing that one again. Because sometimes you do get hit by just one straight thing. There's so much going on that it's like kind of hard to see. I'm trying to get the Doom to start back here. Okay. Where's it done? Might be done, actually. Yeah, it's done. Whoops. I'm waiting for the Doom bubble and it's never going to show up.
Don't get overconfident.
Impending Doom 2. Yeah, that just sounds awful. Bosses deal more damage. I'll just kill Dylan with more Impending Doom. It's a pain in the butt because I lose all my minions, but... Oh, man. I think this might be the last thing we do today. We're going to do this trial, and whether I win it or not. Oh, Impending Doom on the small island. And then immediately rolls into another Doom. That's how Doom works on Impending Doom 2. Oh, I heard it start. I'm trying to put it at like max distances from each other, so. I need to swap my charm out. It's just really not working for me. That stun one isn't till much later though. And I'm starting to get overrun. Come on. Hyper-focusing, sorry about that. But we're not making it through. We're not making it through anyway. My minions just can't stay up long enough to be helpful. And these guys, the little skull guys are nice, but they're intangible, which means they can't be attacked unless it's attacked with an AoE. And the Doom Rings are ones that can attack those minions. You know what I haven't found in a bit? I haven't found a single plate belt. Oof, oof, oof. When he does the freeze in here, I'm gonna pop out, type a message in someone's chat real quick, pop back.
This is just a warm.
Oh, I could actually do it here. Let's just do that. This would kill us, less projectile speed. If I remember right, these fire turrets aren't bad because they shoot out small little fireballs. Ooh, I love this song.
Seek out the cores.
My treasure chest. I just have to make sure I'm paying attention because, like, all my fire is going to make it really hard for me to tell what's theirs and what's mine. There's Impending Doom. Start of Impending Doom 2. Oh, I got hit in the back. Like, hey, make sure you keep track of these small... Oh, I'm dead. I wasn't watching the Impending Doom. I lived. Couldn't see it. I was so close to the water that most of the ring was in the water, and apparently on the water doesn't count. That's 2 potions used. Oh my gosh. Is that it? Oh no, no way that's it. Where's my next Impending Doom? There we go. Oh no, this is a Stone Altars one? Oh, bananas. That's terrible. Okay. That is probably the worst option for us right now, is Stone Altars. I was wondering why this map was so big. Stone Altars is such a pain in the butt. I think Chaos Trials are actually my just least favorite in general. Okay, let's go. Okay, Stone Altars gives you this thing to put on your back. The problem with that is it also eats your health while you have it with you. We have another one over here around the corner. And they can hit you in the back while you're putting it in. Like... Oh, hyper focus. Everything broke. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Nope, nope, that's still broke. There we go. Where's the one down here? Oh no, impending doom, you kidding me? Come on, come on, in before you get to me. Oh, the next one started. Oh, hoof, 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 hoof. Roll, roll. Oh man, another one. Ow.